It's Christy. Happy Sunday, or happy whatever day you're watching this. I am going to show you a new little segment that I call Cooking with Christy, which is where I made my weekly breakfast quiche this week, and I filmed a little bit. So, yeah, hi, and welcome to a new segment called Cooking with Christy. Today, I am going to be making a breakfast quiche, which is a normal quiche, but I just eat it for breakfast. Let me show you what we're going to use. First of all, very important, deep dish pie crusts, ready-made in your freezer section. Just buy a couple of those. I'm going to go ahead and open the packet, and then what we want to do is leave that to kind of defrost a little bit on our cookie sheet while we are putting the quiche together. All right, so that is now just resting on our cookie sheet, ready for us to get going. First thing, with a deep dish pie crust, I'm going to use 8 eggs. So I am just going to go ahead and get all of these eggs into my bowl. All right, so all 8 of my eggs are in the bowl there. Yes, I'm still filming on the laptop, so this is very awkward. You'll have to pardon me. The next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of almond milk. So just a little bit of a splash, really, of almond milk. Not a ton. Let me see if I can film this. So awkward. Okay. Just a little bit, like that. So what that's going to do is just going to help the quiche to be a little fluffier. So again, as I mentioned, if you're using, nut milk or anything, make sure it is original unsweetened. You probably don't want to put vanilla milk or sweetened milk of any kind in your quiche. It probably tastes a bit weird, so just keep that in mind. So now that that's done, I'm actually just going to add my spices next. So I'm going to start with my onion powder. I don't measure anything. Okay, laptop, here we go. Awkward. Oh, that'll do it. All right, so I'm just going to kind of boop, boop, I don't know, eyeball it. And then I'm going to do the same with the garlic powder. That one does not want to open one-handed. This is why this is hard to do this way. Okay, here we go. So my little packet here, going to eyeball it. Try not to put too much garlic in there. That would be very bad. It tastes very garlicky. So this looks, yeah, it's not coming out very fast, which is why it maybe looks like I'm putting more than I am. But anyway, just a little bit of garlic. Okay, and then black pepper, same thing. We're just going to kind of do a little bit of a, whatever, eyeball it. That looks good. And finally with the turmeric, which I totally cannot open one-handed, so give me a second. All right, so again, turmeric, and just going to boop, boop, I don't know, whatever, sort of like that. Okay, so that's all of our spices. And then I am going to whisk all of that, get my whisk out, and beat it up, beat it up. Beat that all up together. Let me do that now. See? So next step, now we're going to add our salsa and our potbelly hot peppers. So again, I don't measure anything. I generally am going to do about 3 of these spoonfuls of the salsa. It just gives it a very nice flavor to do that. I'm using mild salsa, but you can totally use, that's my oven is preheated. You can totally use whatever kind you want. If you want medium, if you want hot, go for it. Now, we're gonna break in to my giant jar of potbelly hot peppers. As you can see, I have already eaten a bit since buying this. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do just about 3 spoonfuls of these yummy peppers. Now, these are in oil. That's okay. The quiche is going to have a bit of a oiliness to it, but it's not overwhelming. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But, yeah, just nice heaping spoonfuls here of these delicious, delicious peppers. Ta-da! All right, and now we are just going to mix that up again, get that all mixed nicely in with our eggs so that you just have like kind of a, like that. And then it's time to add in, I am backlit, I apologize. Time to add in our vegetables. So, like I said, I have green beans, frozen green beans. I'm just going to, you know, eyeball it. I'm not measuring, I don't know, whatever. That seems good. Mix that all up in there, maybe a little more. You know, it's good to get your green vegetables, right, every day. Nice and early in the morning, get the nutrients you need first thing in the morning with your brekkie. And then spinach, very, very good for you. And I have to show you, look at that. Isn't that cute? That's how I close my spinach bag. I think I got those in my Christmas stocking this year. Love it. All right, just make sure there's not all clumpy, my spinach. And then we're gonna do the same thing, just whatever, eyeball it. That looks good. All right, so this is it. That's the quiche. So again, just kind of mix it all up. Get that spinach in there and the green beans all mixed in. Some stuck in the whisk, that's fine. You just kind of get that out. Like, this is really hard to do one-handed. There you go. So that's it. That's the quiche. Next step is we're just going to pour that into our pie crust. There we go. Just pour that in there. Whee! My video froze. But it's okay because we were almost done. So let me just show you. There it is. That's the quiche in the pie crust on the cookie sheet. And that's it. That's it. I'm gonna put that in the oven. Oven is at 400. I preheated the oven to 400. We're gonna leave it in there for about 35 minutes and then check it. It may or may not be done at that point. I think usually it needs another 5-10, but I do like to check it at 35 minutes. And what I usually do is I just kind of open the oven and sort of shake the cookie sheet just a little bit to see if it jiggles. That, of course, indicates if there's liquid in there. So when it doesn't jiggle, then it's like, okay. You can also, of course, similar with a cake, if you test it with a toothpick, see if it comes out wet, but whatever. That's it. That's what we're going to do. So I'm about to put this in the oven, and I'll put a picture of the finished quiche at the end, and that is all. And I hope you enjoyed this inaugural episode, sort of inaugural. I have cooked before, but anyway, this episode of Cooking with Christie. Bye! So there you have it. Quiche. Turned out really yummy, by the way. The next treat that I have for you is a little video that I captured of Snidely. It's easier just to show you because I actually narrated what was going on in the video. So enjoy this little short clip of Snidely being weird. Apparently the cord to my iPad is absolutely delicious. He has been enjoying that for a while now. I guess I should be grateful he wasn't chewing on it. But yeah, I don't know what that was all about. So that was treat number 2. Cooking and Snidely. Yay! Other than that, this week is my mom's birthday. She will be turning, I'm thinking 82. I'm really bad at this. I think it's 82 that she's turning 82 on Wednesday. So we will be celebrating her birthday probably on Wednesday evening, have some cake and stuff, get together as a family. We just got together actually yesterday for her birthday dinner. She decided she didn't want to do that next weekend because next weekend is Easter Sunday. Granted, we would probably do it on Saturday evening, but we were like, it would probably be more crowded at the restaurants and things next weekend. So we went ahead and did it early instead. So yesterday we went to Red Lobster and had dinner and had quite a nice time. Really enjoyed ourselves. Yeah, I had some crab legs. Delicious. And I had a white sangria, which was also delicious. And just had a great time with the fams. And then afterwards, we went to Cold Stone Creamery. I did not get anything because I have discovered recently that I can just taste the dairy in the Cold Stone ice cream. I can't describe to you exactly what that means. But dairy has a taste, and it's in that ice cream, and I just... No, thank you. So I don't get anything at Cold Stone. They do have one almond milk ice. Well, I guess it's technically not ice cream if it's almond milk. They have an almond milk frozen dessert at Cold Stone. But unfortunately, it is chocolate flavored. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, aren't you completely addicted to chocolate? Yes. However, I do not like chocolate ice cream for some reason. Don't know. Just don't. So the fact that they only have almond milk chocolate is unfortunate. My sister said it might be because with vanilla, it'll be more obvious that it's not real ice cream. Possibly. I mean, like I said, I can taste dairy, but I mean, is that the taste that everybody loves in ice cream? And if you take out that taste, like people don't like it anymore? I don't know. I mean, I have almond milk ice cream all the time. It just tastes good. So who knows? And it's vanilla too. I get the non-dairy Magnum, which I think I have raved about in these blogs before. Which, by the way, here's another thing that happened. They stopped selling them at they may have stopped selling them at my closest grocery store. And because I went this weekend, yesterday shopping and looked and they weren't there. And I was like, wait a minute, And I didn't see the tag. Like, it wasn't like the tag was there and there was an empty space. Like, there was no empty space. And I was like, mm-mm. And so after I checked out, I went to the manager station and I asked them about it. And they said, well, we're in the process of like swapping stuff out like for summer. So it's possible they'll come back. So I was like, okay. But I said, okay, here's the thing. If they were in fact removed, like if you're not selling them anymore, I said, please put in a request to bring them back because some of us cannot have milk. And you need to have non-dairy options for us. Like, you can't just take away the non-dairy stuff. What are you doing? Representation, people. So yeah, made a slight spectacle. I mean, I was nice and everything. I didn't get loud and I wasn't mean, but I think he was probably like, okay. Shoot. I'm serious though. Come on. I am not the only lactose intolerant person where I live. I guarantee you. I know for a fact there's at least one other because my mom is, but she can eat ice cream. She can have, technically we both can eat ice cream. Technically. It's just that I don't actually know where my threshold is between this amount is okay and this amount is not. So I would rather not eat any because I'm afraid to accidentally go over the okay threshold. So anyway, the point is I really, 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 really hope they bring back my Magnum. So I'm trying to get solar panels on my roof with a different company than the one I had the issues with before. It's actually the same company that my sister and husband used for their house because they have solar panels. So we're moving along. They gave me a form where I'm supposed to put my adjacent neighbor's name and name, address, and phone number and get their signature on this form just to say that I have let them know that I'm going to be doing this. I think because we have an HOA in my neighborhood. I have not met my neighbors. I've met one neighbor 2 doors down, and that was purely because my mom walked over there during the process of my moving in and introduced herself and then brought me over there. But I am not the type of person where I'll just walk up and be like, hi, I'm your neighbor. Like, it's just not me. So it's been several months now, and I have not met either of these neighbors. And now, out of nowhere, I have to go and tell them, hey, I'm getting solar. Can you sign this thing? Like, super awkward. So I've been worrying about it literally like for a few days of like, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And I finally made the decision, okay, I'm going to write a letter and I'm going to put it up at their door. Just like, hey, I'm your neighbor. I'm shy. Sorry I haven't met you before. I'm getting solar. Just sort of explain the situation. So I wrote a first draft of this letter today. And I sent it to my sister and my mom to look at. And my sister comes back, I think you should try, knocking on their doors, like seeing them in person. It'd be easier to explain. I don't want to. But she said she'll come with me to do this. So apparently I'm going to have to cold call my neighbors. That gives me anxiety too, I'll tell you. So anyway, we'll see. Hope. I gotta put their information down. I gotta get in touch with them somehow. So whether it's by letter or whether my sister makes me go and actually talk to these people, one way or another, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm trying not to have active anxiety about that. Like, I can have passive anxiety, but it's like, don't have active anxiety because I'm not going to get up right now and go knock on their door, right? So what's the point of being anxious now about something that I might will have to do in the future? It's like, Bible says today, don't worry about tomorrow. Today has enough trouble of its own. That's scripture. So don't worry about tomorrow. Don't be anxious right now about, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go knock on my neighbor's door. Leave that alone. That's a later problem. I don't like meeting people. It freaks me out. That's what's going on with me. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. The Cooking with Christie segment. Let me know if you want more of those. Little videos of Snidely. That was really fun too. I'll probably have more of those in the future as well. Until next time, bye.